Hello everyone, my name is Yasir Azmat and welcome to my YouTube channel. Currently in Saudi Arabia, there are many job vacancies available in different sectors. Many people around the globe, they are applying for jobs in Saudi Arabia. So it is very important to get a job in Saudi Arabia or being called for the interview. You need to have a good CV. And in this video I'm going to explain you how you can make a good CV, what should be the components of that CV, and what are the tips that you can utilize in order to have your CV stellar and stand out from other candidates. So the people who are aiming to apply for a career in Saudi Arabia, or the people who have already applied but didn't get any interview call, this video is for you. Please watch it till the end because it will be very useful for you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and let's continue to the topic. Most of the big organizations, they are using a ATS system for tracking the resume. ATS system is Applicant Tracking System. So it is very important that when you apply for any specific position or any specific role, you should tailor your resume according to that position. You cannot use a generic CV for each job. So this is one of the important thing. Other important thing is to include the keywords as mentioned in the job description of that specific role that you are applying. And lastly, Word document can also be used because some of the ATS system, they have more compatibility with the document file, Word document instead of PDF. A lot of people ask this question that how long the CV should be and what component should be part of the CV. And my response is that it should contain all the necessary information. It shouldn't be too vague or too much information. And you can start from the personal information where you are starting your full name, mobile number, and professional email address. And then you are mentioning your career objective, aligning with the position that you are applying, and then the education where you are mentioning your list of qualification in reverse chronological order, and university name, degree, and then your work experience same in the reverse chronological order, your company name, job description, and the responsibilities as mentioned for the target job. And the last thing is about the skills that it should be also matching with the position that you are applying for. These are the 5 main components that every CV should be, especially when you're applying for Saudi job market and for any specific role. And one of the important tip that I always give to some of the applicants is that first of all, the language should be very formal. It shouldn't be a casual language, and the language is very important. And the second part is to not give too much personal information about your kids, dependents, and too much other personal information about hobbies and stuff. So because this kind of information is not adding any value to that CV and also to that job. So this is one important tip that you can utilize also in order to make your CV more professional and more effective. As a hiring manager, 2 most important information that they are looking for in the CV. One thing is that your experience and your skills, whether it is matching with the requirement of that position or that role or no. And the other important thing is that what value you can add if you will be hired for that position, and what you have achieved in your previous positions. And so it is very important to include your skills and your experience and your achievement, so that when a hiring manager he's reading your CV, he can understand that really this person have the required experience, skills, and he have achieved a lot for that certain role, so he can add value to that role that in which he's applying. So he will be very useful, and then you can be called for the interview. It is very important to understand that the networks and the connection that you have, they matter. So when you are applying for a certain role, it is important to be connected to that people who are working in that organization or in that role, and they can refer you, and they can give you more additional information that what is required for that position, or what qualification is required, or what the hiring manager is asking for. So don't be shy, and it is good to ask them, and is good to seek referrals, and which will add value to your um, job application, and then you will be called for the interview. It is very important to understand that the key skills which are relevant for the position that you are applying for, they are very important. So you should also include the soft skills which are related with the interpersonal skills, in addition with the hard skill that you have already mentioned in the resume. And you can just get the idea from the description of that role that you are applying for, and then you can get the keywords, and then you can mention in your skills. It will improve your chances and showcase to your hiring manager that you are a good fit for that specific role. It is important to use a clear and professional format with consistent fonts, spacing, and margins when you are writing your CV, and it should not be too flashy. The font should be professional, not too big, not too small, and the color should not be too flashy. And also, it is important to use the minimal colors that should be pleasing for the person who is reading it. It is also important when you finish writing your CV, you should proofreading it. Ensure your CV is free of typos or grammatical errors, which can happen. It's normal, but it is important to carefully read it once or twice before sending it to the hiring manager. And also, my recommendation is to have two copies. One is the PDF format and one is the Word format, and where required you can submit it either in PDF or Word format. A strong CV is your first impression when you're applying for any position. So it is very important that the steps and the tips that I have mentioned to be included in your CVs to make your CV more effective, and also to increase your chances of getting your dream job. Good luck with your job search, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment in case you have any question. Thank you for watching this video.